I just finished playing Call of Duty Zombies for over 72 hours straight, and during that time, there was over 2,000 people watching me. Let me tell you about it. This Easter weekend, I decided to celebrate by trying to complete 30 COD Zombies maps to round 30 in one stream. This is something that has been haunting me since over a year ago. I tried a very similar challenge last Easter, and I failed. So I took an extra day off work in order to give me more time to see if I could finally beat it. But with the incentive of my chat restarting maps, my time was quickly running out and having to restart several maps as late as round 28. But it didn't hurt nearly as much as when I made mistakes. And all of this was happening to the most amount of viewers that I have ever had on Twitch. And at the end of this stream, I had a really weird realization that has altered the way that I will look at Twitch streaming going forward. We might as well start with a recap. Last year, I tried to complete every single COD Zombies Easter egg, hence why I actually do this on Easter weekend. The Easter egg is just a term used for the main storyline quest. It's often made up of hidden challenges and puzzles that the user either has to figure out when the map launches, or they can read a guide. And some of them are really cool, because some of them even end with a boss fight. To make it just a touch easier this year, which would have also allowed for more maps to happen, I decided to make the challenge 30 maps to round 30. Unfortunately, I like to set up a bunch of challenges for my chat to interact with the stream, whether it's my camping stream or the flooring streams that I did last year. And for this year, I decided to keep the 30 theme, so for every 30 subs I got, I would restart the map. Doesn't matter if I was on round 1, didn't matter if I was on round 29. If a total of 30 subs came in, I had to restart. I did have a limit of 1 per map, because I actually didn't want to get stuck in purgatory forever. I do have to go back to work on Monday, but that still meant that chat could hold me here for a very long time if they timed their subs correctly. We got started at 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. I went live after showing my trailer that I worked on. I'm very proud of it, by the way. I'm sorry. And we wasted almost no time getting right into the very first map, Knocked. After playing for just over an hour and getting to round 26, my chat reset it. And at this point, I actually had a front page promotion start, meaning that Twitch put my stream in that little carousel on the front page. This had boosted me to over 2,000 viewers, which is a huge record and a huge milestone, but it also meant that 2,000 people were watching me play zombies now. And arguably it's just a casual viewer. They might not actually even click on the stream to watch it. I still felt this really weird pressure to perform now, especially now that there was so many people. So after that restart, I decided to lock in, and I got all the way to round 22. Meaning I had to run the first map back 3 times total. It put me a lot further behind than I was hoping to at the start. So I actually tried to ignore the sub counter and not really bring it up to see if, I could make chat forget about it. And with that attitude and with trying to be entertaining on the front page, we ended up passing by the Giant, Verrucht, Town, Nuketown, and Classified. Some of them were reset, but a lot of them weren't reset very late in the game. They were reset about the halfway point. At this time, it was already midnight, meaning my front page slot had officially ended. So during that entire 8 hours on the front page, I had over 2,500 viewers as the average. But because I had that front page slot, it still left a lot of residual people. So as the number slowly started to climb down, I was still averaging way above my normal. And with that in mind, I didn't want to go to bed just yet. I wanted to try one more map, so I booted up 9. It went over smoothly, other than the fact that I was clearly dead tired and was struggling to stay motivated and excited for chat. But we managed to complete 9 at about 2 in the morning. And that rounded out day 1. After 7 maps complete in about 11 hours, I only ended up getting 5 hours of sleep that night, and when I woke up, there was still over 350 people in my stream, which is on par with my all-time viewer record. I decided to start the day with some easier zombies maps, or what I thought would be easier zombies maps, Call of Duty Cold War. The reason I say I thought is I need to go on a little bit of a rant here. I don't know whose decision it was, whether it was Treyarch or Activision, but you guys are fucking morons for choosing texture streaming in a multiplayer-based game like this. Whether it's because of playing multiplayer, which is an obviously stupid reason, or the fact that I am arguably playing a single-player offline experience, The fact that I could be running in a spot for several minutes and randomly all the assets decide to update, causing an incredible lag spike in my game, is infuriating. We ended up spending a long time on stream looking for a setting to turn this off, and I could not find one. It made it kind of scary playing some Cold War maps because every time it lagged or hitched, I wasn't sure if I was going to go down. We did actually manage to get through it because those maps are a little bit easier than other Call of Duties. 0 resets on any of the Cold War maps, which then meant I didn't have to touch it again for the rest of the stream, so I was happy. We moved on to Black Ops 6 next. I kind of bounced between all the games during this stream just so it didn't get boring playing the same one. And I actually have played Black Ops 6 on stream before when it first came out, but I don't really remember too much about it, so it was kind of a learning curve again. And actually, while I was talking about if I should make this zombies stream an annual thing...
30 plans on doing 30 maps, 30 Easter eggs? Maybe. Not this year. And maybe we'll do next year. It really, again, it depends, because I work a 9 to 5, so... it really does matter if I can get, like, time off and stuff. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get extra time off to do TwitchCon NA this year. Like, I might only get one more day or something.
My chat reset me on round 26. Thankfully, the first run is basically a warm-up, and I was able to get right back out there and complete round 30 in just under an hour. While doing that reset, I was actually still thinking about what I had said, and that's if I want this zombie stream to be a yearly thing. I know last year's video didn't do super well, and even the stream itself was not one of the best streams I've had. And to be honest, I don't expect this video to do super well either, but it made me remember that this stream was never about doing well. In the content creation world, there are a ton of different things that can pressure you into trying to one-up yourself at every turn. And I think it can be healthy for us to sometimes take a step back and do something for fun, not just because you want it to be bigger and better than the next thing. Saying that, when I am trying to do bigger and better things, it is often for fun, but I don't want to have that pressure on me the whole time. I want to make sure I do something that's for the community as a whole, that kind of brings us all together, even if it doesn't launch me into the stratosphere. It's why I spent actually some time getting some merch made just for the zombie streams, just so if someone was there and enjoyed that moment, they could have it. I managed to get one more Black Ops 6 map done, even though I got reset on round 24, and then it was time for a very big debate in my chat. And I need your guys' help here. You see, the rules of the stream were that I needed to see the round counter tick over to round 30 in order for it to count. Well, when I killed the final zombie on round 29,
Okay, that counts. There is no...
That was after I had already been reset once on round 20 on Shino, and I ended up counting it. Some people in my chat said that didn't count, but I'll let you guys debate it in the comments, and you know what? If you guys are so overwhelmingly upset, maybe I'll run it back, but just, I'm gonna let you guys decide. I had decided that was enough, and I moved on to Kino. And that went pretty smooth. About halfway through Kino, my friend PureB joined the chat and said that she wanted to join me for a zombies run. It's pretty exciting. I don't normally play multiplayer zombies. I just don't like the idea of me being a burden to my teammate or vice versa. I was still excited to play. After I finished Kino, we booted up Die Rise on Black Ops 2, and if any of you know Die Rise, it went about as well as you'd expect.
Oh my god, these guys. These guys are ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Very gentle.
Did you die? Okay,
I was not crouch walking. I meant to crouch walk.
See, I don't think this is the way we go.
Oh shit. No! Oh no!
Oh, look who has quick revive now.
Thank god, thank god, thank god.
Oh, because you lost double tap too, didn't you?
The fact that, like, that fall killed me.
What?
Blood bag.
What is this? Revive me, I'm awakened.
I'm red screwed.
Right. Oh. You died on insta-kill. Crazy.
I didn't know we didn't hear it.
After a bit, we ended up giving up and we moved to my favorite map of all time, Mob of the Dead. I am in love with this zombies map. It is incredible. I think it's probably the perfect execution of a zombies map. And sure enough, it only took us one try, but it was also so relieving just to kind of sit back and relax and talk with a friend while we just killed zombies. It really made it feel like old school, like 2012 Xbox Live. It was genuinely a lot of fun. And completing Mob of the Dead was the halfway point. That was officially the 15th map after being 30 hours into the stream. And that's when something pretty cool happened. You guys know on Twitch that people can gift subs to the community, and technically you can gift almost as many as you want. But what some people don't know is that you can gift tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3 subs. And one user by the name of Gears of War decided to gift 70 tier 3 subs. Now, that is a lot of money, and I am obviously super, super grateful, and I honestly still feel uncomfortable sometimes taking that amount of money. But then I remembered something about this. I'm doing a partner level 2 push, meaning that I need 300 sub points 3 months in a row in order to get a better revenue split on Twitch. Now, primes and gifted don't count, meaning those 70 tier 3s don't count, but I did set up an incentive for people who chose to subscribe at tier 3 because tier 3s are worth so much more. Now, 70 people just got a free t-shirt because that was what I was giving people if they decided to subscribe at tier 3. I did the math on stream about how much it will cost me. Damn it, man. Well, you know what? I think everyone here should go check out my Twitch page because maybe you were one of the people that got gifted a tier 3 and now you can go redeem a t-shirt. People have been super supportive, by the way, at trying to help me get this next level here because I did make a promise to them. If I get Partner Plus level 2, I will bring back Bokathon, which is my 1 week stream. And I'm thinking this year, it might even be longer than 1 week. So if you want to help get that, head on over to my Twitch page. Obviously, I was running off adrenaline from all those gifted tier 3s, and so I decided to just bang out the next several maps, including Ascension, Buried, and ending the night with Citadel on Black Ops 6, with only one of those maps being reset. And of course, it was the last one at 12:30 in the morning. Even though I was dead tired, I decided to push myself and complete it that night, heading to bed at about 1:30 a.m. I got only 6 hours of sleep, so 5 from the first night and now 6 on this one. And I woke up ready to play one of my least favorite maps, which is the remake of my favorite map, Blood of the Dead. And chat knew this was my least favorite map, so they waited till I was on round 26, and you know what happened. That one really hit me hard, and I think it was because I was pretty confident that even though I was tired, I thought I could complete the rest of the maps on Saturday. That way I would have Sunday off before having to go back to work on Monday. But with Blood and then the Call of the Dead remake, both having do-overs, I spent almost 6 hours on Saturday morning completing 2 maps. That delay put me so far behind that I was not sure I was even going to complete the stream on Sunday at this point, meaning that I was scared that once again I was going to fail my Call of Duty stream. But that couldn't happen. I wasn't going to let it happen 2 years in a row. So I decided to just lock the fuck in to one of my favorite franchises and bang out as many maps as I could on Saturday. While I didn't complete it fully on Saturday, I did 7 more maps in 9 hours, which is kind of a crazy comparison when the first 2 of the day took 6. And this put me right back on track with being able to complete the challenge on Sunday. It left me with 3 maps. Dead of the Night, which was easy with no issues, and surprisingly, DE. Also went pretty easy, but I did get reset because of my fault. I went down on round 3, but we're gonna choose to ignore that. That's fine, I only had 5 hours of sleep again, so I was rocking 15 hours of sleep so far, but it was time for the final map. One of the GOATs, Origins. Origins just felt like the perfect map to end on. I think for a lot of people who played COD Zombies growing up, it's probably their favorite map. Black Ops 2 was one of the peaks for people. My chat was excited about it. So much so, they reset me on round 23. Yikes. But I wasn't even upset about this. The finish line was approaching now. There was no outside influence that could stop me anymore. It was just me and my ability to get to round 30. And with the rounds counting up, That meant the time was counting down, and everyone in my chat was excited. Whether it was people subbing, even though it knew it wouldn't reset me anymore, or my viewership climbing back up above 300, which again is miles above any of my averages, I was so proud that I managed to complete this challenge that I set for myself of 30 COD Zombies maps to round 30. Like I teased in the intro, this stream has helped reinforce in my head that I don't always have to do bigger and better every time. The highlight of this stream wasn't the higher viewer count. It wasn't the amount of subs. It was the fact that for almost 72 hours, people hung out in my chat, having conversations with me, cheering me on, and of course laughing at my failures. But it's kind of the same laughter that you laugh at a friend who falls down but doesn't hurt themselves. You kind of have just a good chuckle about it. And I think that the zombie stream is something that I'm going to try to do every single year going forward, no matter how many views this video gets or the stream gets. I got to take a break from the world for 3 whole days. I didn't have to worry about my job. I didn't have to worry about if there's a roof over my head. I didn't have to worry about any of the political stuff that goes on in the world. I got to just play video games, hang out with strangers on the internet, and it made me feel like a kid in high school again. And I think it's for that reason that I love being a streamer. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed.